So what we want to do now is we want to save this Excel spreadsheet, this Excel file, as a text file. We're going to tell the system, all I want is the data. You don't have to save the fancy columns and any of the formatting that we might have added, or colors or graphs or anything else. Just save the raw data. So to do that, you're going to go up to File and hit Save As. And what that does is that will allow you to save this Excel file as a text file. So under the box that says, or the line that says Save as Type, find the Text Tab Delimited field, or the line. And tab delimited text just means that this is text information, but it's got tab spaces between the columns of data. And that's okay. Our file layout said include a space. You can either include a space, just like you'd get by hitting the space bar, or a tab space. In this case, tab delimited text is easy to look at, so that's what we're going to use. So after you've chosen text tab delimited, hit the Save button, and this is where Excel is going to start to say, hey, are you sure you want to do this? For example, the selected file type does not support workbooks that contain multiple sheets. Well, we don't care. We've only used the front worksheet in Excel, and so the fact that any other sheets that we haven't used are not going to be saved as text, we don't care about that. So at this point, click on OK. Then you get one more warning. And again, it says some of the features that are in Excel won't be available if you view it as tab delimited text, if you save it that way. So we don't care. We just want the raw data. So let's hit the Yes button. You hit the Yes button, and it looks like nothing happened. Okay? You're looking at it and say nothing happened. Well, something did happen. The name of the file changed. Now, we're still viewing this in Excel, so naturally it looks like Excel data. But if you check the file name, it now says the file name and .txt. You have successfully saved it as a text file. So let's go prove that it's as we want. And I told you before, you'll want to look at this data when it's saved as text. Let's go do that now. So in my situation, I save this to my desktop. You could save it to your C drive or your G drive, one of your network drives, wherever. But find the file, and then just double-click on it. Use your mouse and double-click. And what you're going to get is something that looks like this. In most Windows PCs, when you double-click on a text file, you get something called Notepad. It's a text editor that opens up the file. And this is exactly what you should be seeing. A row of Social Security numbers, GPAs, your school code, whether or not it's a high school GPA, the grad date, and then the spring school code. The 6 data fields that we're looking for, and nothing else, with tab spaces in between. If you've made a mistake, and you're using Notepad, or you're looking at this data, you can find those mistakes real easy, because the columns, anything that's not in perfect column order, is going to stand out. So in this situation, here's a GPA that has a decimal point in it. We don't want decimal points. We want 3 characters, just 400 or 396 or whatever. So you would then, in the text editor, you could simply highlight that decimal point and hit delete, and then it's gone. Or if you have saved the text with spaces between the data, you're going to see something more like this. In this situation, there's still a decimal point in the GPA, but you'll notice that it's pushed the whole column over. So whether you've got just 3 or 5 or 500 GPAs in your file, look at it in your text editor. Double-click on it, and it's going to come up, and you'll be able to quickly find mistakes. You'll be able to fix those mistakes before sending the file to the student aid committee.